Can humans just be civil for about 5 seconds? So I was engaging in the day-old practice of harming my mental health by scrolling through X, or formerly known as Twitter, but currently known as Twitter because I'm not going to continually call it X. And I saw a little bit of a fracas, a scuffle between this community of black people versus this one frail, small white woman. Now, you, if you don't use TikTok, probably have no idea who this small, frail white woman is. Understandable and fair. As a matter of fact, before today, I had no idea who this woman was. I was simply aloof to the existence of this one being. However, to get to the brass tacks and the point, this woman cooks. She cooks phenomenal meals. Now, I used to travel a lot. I used to go to 3 Michelin star restaurants and enjoy them because they were fantastic, and I had exposable and disposable income at the current time. It was beautiful. I had fun. I went to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant expecting to meet Gordon Ramsay, and it was horrifyingly evil food. And every time I went to one of those restaurants, I had noticed that it was deeply male dominated. So, what I thought of a good chef, whenever I think of a famous chef, I think of Guy Fieri. I think of Gordon Ramsay. I think of a man. I think of that Salt Bae. Anybody that's a man. Martha Stewart is also up there, but that's in the veins of what I consider to be mom cooking. In terms of other cooking in the high tier of cooking, it's always male dominated. Sous chefs are male dominated. If you watch the menu, that's male dominated. A lot of things are very male dominated in this aspect. So I'm thinking to myself, this small woman is, by every stretch of the means, a great chef. She makes things from scratch, she's amazing, and she makes really fun and entertaining and very informative videos to show you how you can make those things at home. And I find that very helpful as somebody that is disabled when it comes to cooking. I suck at cooking. If you were to tell me to boil water, I would burn down the entire apartment. It'd be psychotic, it'd be inane. You would tell me to cook grilled cheese and I would put the cheese on the skillet because I had assumed you wanted me to grill the cheese. I am completely inept, and that's weaponized incompetence to a fault. That's me. I use that in order to make somebody else cook for me. However, this woman right here, this one you see on the screen, the one behind me, is just a good cook. Now, why is she under the guise of that community right here? Why is she under the guise of these people, the black people? Well, lo and behold, she decided to learn and teach people how to make mac and cheese. Now, for some odd, disgusting, I can't explain reason, there's a certain vocal minority of black people that feel like they created everything. They created air, they created the remote control. You stole that from black people. Now, there are a few things that were stolen from black people. There's a large amount of things that are popularized by black people and then taken by other cultures. That's fair. That's understandable. We get that. Understandable. Every time you enter a hair salon store, you're gonna see a bunch of Chinese women in there. Every time you see a new hair thing, it's gonna be an old thing for black people. This isn't a do-rag, this is a silk wave wrap, and it's always something strange like that. To be black is to be cool, apparently. So I can understand the grievances there. I really can. However, when it comes to cooking, anyone can cook. I believe we should push out the narrative that people of less melanated varieties cannot cook. It seems to be inane and damaging to the mental psyche. If you actually believe these prejudices and stereotypes, you are coming off as racist. Now, not systematically racist, because black people can't be systematically racist, but this feels like blatant racism to call out this very pale, very talented chef, this small girl. She is dating a man of the African variety. She is dating a Barbados Slim archetype. She's dating a tall black guy. And she cooks for him. She has fun with them. They're in an interracial marriage. That's the biggest thing. And so, 2 groups of people are having a connection. There's black women who think that if you're black and you're dating a white girl, you are evil. Not all black women think like this, but this particular group, the vocal minority. And then there's Caucasian men who play Halo 2 on Xbox, like specifically those ones. Those guys specifically are the ones getting mad about this entire thing. I'm really confused about why it was such a big uproar. She made a video teaching people how to make mac and cheese, and thus a bunch of black women, I'm watching nothing. If you look at the Twitter comments, which some of them are appearing on screen, if you can see right now, black women are specifically getting deeply agitated, saying, my grandmother's recipe is better. My recipe is better. I know how to make mac and cheese. I'm not going to take mac and cheese recipes from a white woman. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter where the recipe came from. It's a good chef. We're all human, right? We're all people that exist on this corporeal dimension. We all have blood running through our veins, I hope. Unless you're some amalgamation, some Chernobylian thing, some mixcoppin weirdo, unless you have Kool-Aid running through your veins, unless you have perhaps honey running through your veins, or maybe lavender or vanilla, something strange running through your essence and soul. But these people have toxic sludge and that stuff that turned the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into their mutant-like state running through their bodies. That's what's happening there. This is disgusting. I hate seeing the attack on people that are just trying to teach people. I went out of my way to try the mac and cheese recipe, and by golly, gee willikers, it was amazing. It may be the greatest thing I've ever had in my entire life. I felt like a new man, a new person. I felt like I had cracked open the code to the secrets of the universe and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was outstanding. And I was outstanding in the rain, crying, eating the mac and cheese, saying, this is so good. I'm confused. I am confused. Why is it always when an interracial couple, or even just somebody that is of Caucasian variety, that the vocal minority, it is not all black people, but it is just the vocal minority, have an uproar about, oh, this person of Caucasian descent can dance. Black people invented that dance. Sure. I don't use a Commodore 64. People can learn different things. Stop trying to gatekeep everything that you invent. You can't gatekeep words, you can't gatekeep things, you can't gatekeep everything. Sure, you can get mad that people say the N-word. 100%. Valid. Do what you want to do with that. You can get mad that people do certain things and gentrify it. That's fine. But getting mad at somebody cooking macaroni and cheese? I saw this entire thing, this entire Twitter thread that said, well, you see, mac and cheese is tied deeply to slave history. And because of it, I don't want it, that's ridiculous. Anybody can make mac and cheese. Black people don't own mac and cheese. They don't own yams. They don't own fried chicken. They don't own collard greens. They don't own a meal. That's not realistic. That's like if the people of Spanish descent came and said, nobody can make tacos ever again. Taco Bell has ruined that for you. It's like if every Chinese person said, no more Chinese restaurants. That's ridiculous. That's insane. That's inane. And they're attacking her. They're being mean to her, saying, looks dry, looks unmoist. Have you tried it? It looks amazing. And people have tried it. And there's other black people that are saying, oh, this is actually outstanding. This is the best thing I've ever had. This may be the greatest meal to singly grace the planet. If I was on death row, I would pick this girl to be my chef and just say, surprise me. That's how good it is. I've seen people carry her graces to the end of the torch line, but the hate is so loud. It's so vocal, it's so idiotic, and there's people agreeing with it, and just because a bunch of idiots all agree together doesn't mean you're right. I say this so much. Just because a bunch of simpletons and jackholes all agree to one singular point doesn't make it any more valid, doesn't make it correct. So I've been watching this thing unfold, and she handled this with such grace and finesse. I really loved it. She simply said, by the way, as a matter of fact, I'm doing a Thanksgiving meal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to teach you how to make Thanksgiving dinner. Because I love cooking so much. I love cooking for my man. I love being a housewife. It's my favorite thing on the planet. I'm going to do everything in my power to cook even more, actually. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post 20 videos a day. Just so I can cook more. Because I love cooking. And her videos are highly edited. Her videos are amazing. She deserves her following. She's unproblematic. She just tries her best to cook and stay in her lane and mind her business. And that's all I could ask of somebody, realistically. That's all I could ask, to just be who they are and be who they want to be. I can't cook. I don't have any credences. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I think it's bad. No, it's not bad that she's cooking. The issue is that a bunch of people are so angry. Such misdirected and misguided hate towards a worthless and disgusting and stupid issue. I wish that people could come together for something that's constructive as opposed to bash each other. There are people that are so proud of being from New York. There are people that are so proud of being from Michigan. There are people that are so proud to just be a Browns fan. All psychopaths. We all are human. We shouldn't be gatekeeping fun things. Oh, bungee jumping? That's just for white people. Oh, you can't come to the hair store that's specifically this hair store that's owned by Chinese people because it's just for black people. You can't come to the Day of the Dead ceremony because it's just for the Spanish culture. Stop gatekeeping everything at this point. It's annoying. The world is too big and too vast to feel like you can't have people want to think your culture is interesting. You can't do that. It's not possible. If there's something fun, like a Polish festival, or a German American festival, or even a beer drinking festival in that capacity, people are going to see it and say, well, gee willikers, I'm going to jump on this and try my best. You can't gatekeep things. It's annoying to do, and you sound like an idiot. You sound hateful, and you sound spiteful. You sound like a dummy. And if you grandstand me in the comments about cooking and you're black, I'm sick of you already. I'm not going to read your comment. You're just annoying me. You're just boosting me in the algorithm. I'm proud of you. It is stupid to do this. You shouldn't attack Teeny, the person. You shouldn't attack her. She's done nothing wrong. She's just cooking. Stupid. It's dumb. Bye.